Judy. Thanks again for all your help with the wedding. What are you thanking me for? I should be the one thanking you. You gave me the opportunity to design and make the wedding cake for my best friend's wedding. I haven't had this much fun at my job in years. There's no one else who I'd want doing it for me. That's why I decided to have the reception at the banquet hall where you work as the head cake designer. But, just so you're aware, if the cake isn't any good, I'm gonna hate you forever. Got that? Like, is it even possible to make a cake that isn't any good? I feel like if you just pour enough sugar into the mix, it'll at least be palatable. You'd probably have to work pretty hard in order to make a bad cake. So I guess you're saying that I'm a hard worker? The single hardest worker I know. I don't know how you do it, but your cakes are absolutely awful. But for whatever reason, you are awesome at making cookies, so I'm glad you were able to find a job doing just that. I remember back in culinary school, our teachers were always blown away by you. How could the same person make such awful cakes but such amazing cookies? I guess it must be in your blood or something. Yeah, you could be right. My family has been operating our bakery for 3 generations now, and our cookies are our #1 seller. Really, I was hoping to be able to make my own wedding cake. And it's a good thing you decided against it. If you had made the cake, they'd have to have an entire fleet of ambulances waiting outside the building to carry out all the guests. Okay, I get it. My cakes suck. But let's have a little conversation about your cookies, huh? If I recall correctly, you only know how to make 3 kinds. Black, blacker, and a smoldering pile of ashes. Point taken. But hey, everyone can't be good at everything, right? Man, I am so excited to eat a slice of your cake. Actually, when I think about it, I haven't eaten any cake at all in years. I guess I was so spoiled by eating yours that no other cakes could compare. I'm gonna have to leave plenty of room. Maybe I'll skip breakfast the day of the wedding. I wish we could just skip the ceremony altogether and just get right to the part where we cut the cake. What exactly do you think the point of a wedding is, anyway? Isn't it, you and Carl vowing to spend the rest of your lives together? Meh, yeah, there's that. But you know me, I've never been one to like big elaborate fancy ceremonies and stuff like that. If it were my choice, I would have just had a small ceremony for our families. But Carl had other ideas. He wanted to throw a big blowout bash, invite tons of friends, and really go all out. I'm just glad I talked him down from his original ideas for a wedding that would have cost $100,000. Huh, that's pretty insane for a guy to want that elaborate of a wedding. But I guess it does sound like something Carl would do. He really cares a lot about his friends, doesn't he? Yeah, you can say that again. Sometimes I feel like he cares a little bit too much about his friends. But just because we're getting married doesn't mean I'm gonna expect him to stop hanging out with his friends entirely. I still hang out with my old gang pretty often, so we can both go see our friends on the same night. It'll work out just fine. Your gang, huh? I mean, my totally responsible and upstanding group of friends who never broke any laws or violated public order in any manner whatsoever. Obviously. You never told Carl about your past, did you? Are you insane? Of course I didn't. And it's not just him either. I rarely ever tell anyone about my old days. I don't know what I'd do if anyone ever found out. You mean like if they found out about your old nickname? What was that nickname of yours? Judy, don't. It's right on the tip of my tongue. Judy. Oh yeah, I remember. It was Mayhem May. Come on, Judy. Just hearing someone say that makes me want to curl up and cry. I looked up that nickname, and there are still some old message boards with stories about me. You mean you do vanity searches? It wasn't a vanity search. I was just curious, that's all. I wouldn't want any weird stories from my past coming back to haunt me, you know. Well, I for one don't think your Mayhem May alter ego is completely in the past. I'd say she could come back to the surface any time. I mean, I've heard the way you talk when you get frustrated in the kitchen. That much profanity would make a sailor blush. No, believe me, I have completely left that life behind me. I'm a new woman. In any case, I'm really looking forward to seeing the cake you make for me. Wow, that was an abrupt shift in the conversation. But yeah, I should probably get back to work on it. Don't worry, May. This cake is gonna really blow you away.
Hey, so we're gonna cover my friend's hotel bills, right?
Excuse me? It's awfully late to be bringing that up today. You know, the day of our wedding.
I just got to thinking, these are my friends, you know? And some of them have traveled from pretty far away. I can't make them pay to come to our wedding, right? They told me that it was alright, that they didn't mind. But I told them that they didn't have to worry about it, that we would pay for their hotel bills.
Hold it right there. You already told them you would? That's going to increase the cost of our wedding pretty substantially. How are you planning to pay for all that? We're already going to have our work cut out for us to pay for the venue and reception.
Yeah, and who was it who insisted that we have the reception at this fancy place? That was you. I would have been fine going somewhere a little more economical.
No, that is not how that conversation went down. When you first gave me your guest list, you had 500 people on it. I told you to make it 20, but you said you wouldn't settle for anything less than 50 guests. So, we made a deal. You can invite 50 friends, and I got to pick the location for the reception. So don't try to make it sound like you were the one who was the most concerned about costs, okay?
Oh, come on. Don't tell me you're mad at me over this. Listen, this is something a girl might not understand, but us guys, we have a sort of code of conduct. I'm older than them. I make more money than them, so I should be the one to put them up in a hotel.
I could understand if you were talking about buying a couple drinks, but the hotel bill for dozens of people? And they already told you that they would pay their own bills.
Yeah, so I had to stake out the hotel in order to make sure they wouldn't pay before I got there. Me and Tyler were there together. We snuck up behind them when they walked in the door and scared the crap out of them. Oh, it was hilarious.
Tyler is here?
Well, duh, obviously. He happens to be my best friend. And you get along great with him too, right? Honestly, how could anyone not get along with Tyler? He's the funniest guy I know.
All right, well, I guess you can just take care of things yourself then. Try not to cause too much trouble, okay?
Trouble? Me? On our wedding day? Oh, perish the thought. I want to make sure today's a big success.
I mean, it seems like if you just do things like normal, it's pretty hard for a wedding to fail.
Normal? Yuck! No thanks. This is our wedding. I've invited a ton of my old friends, so I can't just let this thing be normal. These people want a show, and they're gonna get one.
This is a wedding, not a show. Sure, you can have a bit of entertainment if you want, but try not to go overboard, all right? Really, Carl, I just want today to be a nice, easy, peaceful day.
Oh, trust me. I know you like things nice, easy, and peaceful.
Is there something you'd like to say to me, Carl?
Just that, I wish you'd be less, I don't know, boring?
Excuse me?
You can be a real buzzkill at times, and that's really unattractive. Did I ever tell you what me and Tyler used to do at our parties back in college? If anyone tried to tell a joke that bombed, we made them choose between chugging beers till they threw up and running around the block butt naked. For us, humor is like etiquette.
Yeah, I've heard a lot about your good old college days since I've known you. Don't you think it's time to grow up a little, though?
Let me think. Nope.
God damn it, Carl! Stop being an asshole and listen to me!
Whoa, what was that?
Sorry, I kind of lost my temper.
That was a good one!
A good what?
Subversion of expectations.
subversion of expectations?
Yeah, typically you're always so stern and serious, but then all of a sudden you acted like you were really ticked off at me. There's a bunch of characters like that in comedy shows. Girls who are timid most of the time, but then they're really scary when they get mad. They're hilarious. Your routine needs a little work, though. Keep it up, though, and maybe one day you'll be funny enough to hang out with us.
Yeah, sure. I can only hope. Anyway, I need to go now. I gotta finish getting dressed.
Ah, shoot, you're right. The ceremony's gonna start soon. I'll see you later, May. This wedding's gonna be awesome. I can feel it.
I don't really need awesome, but okay.
Yo, May, where you going? I think you're taking the whole fake anger routine a little too far. Like, all Tyler did was shove a piece of cake in your face. It's nothing to get that angry over. Didn't you see the reaction from the crowd? They loved it! So hurry up and come on back. We're barely even halfway through the reception.
The wedding is off, dumbass.
Okay, again, you really need to work on the routine. You're just not believable at all right now.
It's not a routine, you idiot. I'm pissed at you, for real.
What? You are? But what for? It was a classic gag. You know, surprise the bride with a piece of cake in her face. Wedding guests love that kind of thing.
You and your moron friend ruined our wedding cake. You went way over the line, Carl.
I don't believe this. You mean you really all mad? What's the big deal? The cake was massive. There was no way we were gonna eat all of it. We just make the first cut together, take a bite, and then spend the rest of the night talking with the guests.
That cake was made especially for me by my best friend. And yes, I was planning on eating every single bite. You were lucky I didn't beat the crap out of both of you right then and there.
Yeesh. You really aren't good at the whole mad thing. It just doesn't suit you. You should stick to the prim and proper routine. It suits you better.
Screw you, Carl. I'll decide what suits me for myself. You insulted me and my friend Judy today, and I'm gonna make you pay for that.
What, you want me to pay you back for the cake? How much did it cost? $20 or so? Anyway, we can talk about money later. Let's get back to the wedding, okay?
Were you not paying attention? I told you the wedding is off. And I'm leaving. Make sure you pay all your friends' hotel bills for them. Oh, and give any gifts back to the people who brought them.
Wait a second, you're actually leaving? You can't do that! Just get back here, May. We're in the middle of our wedding! It was just getting fun, too. Don't skip out on me now.
You can stay and have all the fun you want, on your own dime. But as for me, I already told the venue staff that I'm gone. Why don't you turn the reception into a fun little drinking party for you and your precious friends?
What the hell has gotten into you? Whatever. That's fine by me. I was never all that interested in a boring woman like you anyway. I've got plenty of other girls on the hook besides you. So thanks a lot, actually. Without you around to hold me down, I'll be getting way more action.
Well, well, well. Isn't that an interesting admission? So you've been cheating on me, huh? Thanks for letting me know. I screenshotted that text, and I'll be sure to show it to your parents.
What the? No, wait, don't do that!
Too late! I already sent them the message. You'll have to deal with them by yourself now.
But you don't have any proof I cheated on you, other than that text. My parents trust me. They'll never believe I was having an affair.
Yeah, right. I have no proof at all, except for the fact that you just admitted it. Unless... Oh, I get it. When you said you had a bunch of girls on the hook, you were just lying.
No.
That makes a lot more sense. You're not really having an affair. You were only making that up in order to protect your bruised ego. Wow, that's probably even more pathetic than actually having an affair would be.
I'm not lying.
Oh, then you did have an affair, and you're going to have to explain that to your parents and all your friends. I'm sending your text out to all your friends right now, too.
Hey, come on, don't do that.
And since you've been unfaithful, then you can pay for the full cost of the wedding by yourself. So, I think you had better start tightening your belt. You're going to need a lot of money shortly.
Hey, what gives? You seem different. Like, I've never seen this side of you. It's like you're an entirely different person than the May I know.
Unfortunately for you, you've awakened a side of me that I thought I was done with. And don't think that this is the only revenge I'm going to get on you. You have a lot more punishment coming your way, so get ready.
So, this isn't gonna impact the promise you made to me about the specialty cookie set, right?
What cookie set?
We talked about this before. I'm trying to score a contract with a company for my job, and the CEO of that company loves your cookies. So I promised him that I would get you to bake him a special set of all your best kinds of cookies.
Oh, yeah, that. You can forget about that. I'm not lifting one finger to help a pathetic loser like you land a big sale.
May, come on! You can't do this to me! I already promised him that you would make it by our next sales meeting, and that's next week! If I walk into that meeting room without a box of cookies with me, it's gonna be a massive humiliation for me.
You'll have to work your way out of this mess by yourself. It's not my problem.
For the love of God, May, please don't be like this. I have spent months trying to get a sale from this guy, and I'm so close I can feel it. If all that hard work goes to waste because of a stupid box of cookies, I don't think I'll be able to show my face in the office again.
How much clearer can I make this, Carl? I don't care about your stupid job. If you want a shoulder to cry on when you get fired, why don't you call your lover boy, Tyler?
Hey, don't talk about him like that. He's not my lover boy. Yuck. All he did was shove a piece of cake in your face. You're blowing this all way out of proportion.
This is not just about having cake shoved in my face. I'm as mad as I am because my best friend put a lot of time and effort into making that cake for me.
Your best friend? Ha! More like your only friend. Aw, did I hurt the feelings of your precious little friend?
Oh, and you've got a whole horde of friends on your side. Is that it?
Hell yeah, I do. Don't you remember how many people I wanted to invite to the wedding? All 500 of those people were my close friends. If I ask them for help, then I'll have no trouble pulling together the money to pay for this stupid wedding. I'm something of a leader in my friends group. You know, they respect me, and I take care of them.
Wow, they respect you? I find that hard to believe.
Yeah, that's not surprising. You don't know anything about what it means to have friends, because you have no friends. Anyways, you want to cancel the wedding? Fine by me. The wedding's off. And screw your stupid cookies too. I'll find a way to land the sales without them.
Good luck with that. So is that all? Are we done for today?
Yeah, go home. Get out. I'll take care of everything here. Sheesh, you're lucky I'm such a generous guy. I don't have to pay for the wedding if I don't want to. There's nothing in the law that says I have to.
This is less of a legal matter and more of a moral matter. Your idiocy resulted in the wedding getting called off, so it only makes sense that you pay for it.
Whatever. Hey, what's going on? Where are my friends? Why aren't they in the reception hall anymore?
Isn't it obvious? They all left. I guess they all got tired of seeing you embarrass yourself over and over again. And they never even really liked you all that much to begin with.
No, they all left? But that can't be. They didn't even come up to me and tell me they were leaving. And what about our plans for tonight? We were gonna have an all-out bash, just like the good old days. I already ordered enough beer for 200 people.
Yeah, they're tired of playing along with your drinking habits, too. They're guys, so it's not like they're morally opposed to drinking or anything, but you always go way overboard. Like, taking everyone's phones and wallets and locking them up until they drink all the beer you bought.
Yeah, right. You're such a liar. There's no way my buddies would say that about me.
You don't believe me? Then you'll have to explain why I know that Meg turned you down.
What?
Is Meg one of those other girls you have on the hook? Well, it seems like you didn't actually have her on the hook at all because she turned you down. Don't get me wrong, I don't really care about you hitting on other women anymore. But yeah, the fact that I know that should tell you something about how your friends really feel about you.
No way. Those jerks! They sold me out! Damn it. Now how am I gonna get all the money I need to pay for this wedding?
You're gonna have to come up with something because none of those guys want anything to do with you. Well, except for that blithering idiot Tyler.
Tyler's still here? I knew I could count on him. Where is he right now?
He's a bit tied up at the moment. Literally. So don't worry about him.
Wait a second. He's literally tied up? What are you doing to him?
Just making him pay for what he's done. But again, don't worry about him. You have much bigger issues of your own to worry about. Go home and get ready to face the music.
You can't order me around like that. I don't have to listen to you. You think you've won, huh? You think you're coming out on top? You're just PMSing about getting pranked. And it was a hilarious prank, by the way.
Look, I know your pride has taken massive damage today, and you feel like you have to get the last word in. But really, just stop. You're embarrassing yourself. You're wasting time, too. You need to get to work on getting that money together as soon as possible. And if you don't, then I'm going to sue the both of you.
Ha! Sue us? For what?
For assault and battery and intentional infliction of emotional distress. It hurt quite a bit when Tyler shoved that cake into my face. And the way you humiliated me at my own wedding is going to be haunting me for years to come.
Yeah, right. I don't believe you for 1 second. It didn't hurt that bad. It was just a joke. A freaking joke. It's not my fault you couldn't take it.
It wasn't a joke to me, Carl. That's it. Screw you. I'm for sure gonna sue you now.
God damn it, you're such a freaking child. I'm sorry. There, are you happy now? Is that what you wanted? I apologized, so drop your stupid lawsuit, alright? It's just gonna be a pain in the ass.
Thanks to that half-hearted apology, I think I'm gonna sue you twice as hard now. I'll have to talk to a lawyer to find anything else I can sue you for. Hopefully one of them carries the death penalty.
The death penalty? It was a cake, not anthrax. Chill out, woman. I'll try again. I'm sorry, May. Very, very sorry. I didn't mean to hurt your feelings. All I wanted to do was add a little humor to the wedding. That's all.
Smashing the entire wedding cake into the bride's face during the reception is humor to you?
Hell yeah, it is. It's a classic example of physical comedy. How do you not get that? Okay, I apologized. So you're gonna go ahead and make those cookies for me, right? Please, May, I can't afford to screw this up. All that I need to do is get this one guy to put his pen to paper, and I'll have earned an entire year's worth of commission in one sale.
I'm still waiting for a reason that I should do that for you. I can't come up with one, so you're out of luck. I'm not doing it.
But come on! I apologize to you. Isn't that enough?
Yeah, you apologized, but I never said that I forgave you, now did I?
You snotty little... That's it. You left me no choice, May. If you're not gonna make those cookies willingly, then I'll have to force you to make them. I'm gonna come by your precious little bakery tomorrow, and I ain't leaving until I have my cookies.
You're joking, right? Why would you be willing to go so far over this?
You know why. If I don't get this contract, then I'm really in big trouble. I've already messed up one big contract this year. They're gonna fire me for sure.
Wow, really? That makes me even more glad that I'm not going to marry you anymore.
And the last guy who turned me down was just like you. He had absolutely no sense of humor. I made one little joke, and he got all ticked off and told me to get lost. Can you believe that? Scrapping an amazing proposal over a joke?
Oh, so you made a fool of yourself in front of him? Yeah, I believe that.
I brought along a goldfish in a little plastic bag with me, and I pretended like I found it in the hole, right? Then I held it up to him and said, "Hey, check it out. It's a goldfish." Ah? Get it? It's a goldfish on a golf course. A goldfish!
That's the kind of joke that only sounds funny if you're 5 beers deep. I wouldn't be surprised if he left the course immediately to spare himself any more of your cringe.
Yeah, just like I thought. You have a terrible sense of humor. Anyway, the moral of the story is, if I don't land this contract, I'm screwed. I'm already gonna have to pay for the wedding, and you're gonna sue me? So what am I gonna do about that if I lose my job too? I've got nothing to lose, May, so I'm gonna stand right in front of the counter at your bakery until you bake me my cookies.
That's not gonna do you any good. I strongly suggest you don't go through with that.
Ha! Look who's scared. I told you, I've got a bunch of friends on my side. All the creeps I actually invited to the wedding might have abandoned me. But I have way more friends where they came from. And I'm gonna call all of them to come with me tomorrow. What do you say about that, huh?
I say you're a moron.
Oh yeah? Well, I say I'm moving up my schedule then. I'm coming down there tonight. Hey, what's with all these people outside your bakery? Hold on, they're all chicks? What the?
Oh, them? They're my friends. They came by because they heard I was in trouble. They're all very, very angry at you.
Your friends? You know all these girls? A bunch of them are carrying baseball bats, pipes, and chains.
Don't worry, Carl. I've given them all strict orders not to harm you. But if I might make a suggestion, you probably shouldn't leave the bakery. I'll bet anything that at least one of them is gonna lose her cool and come at you swinging.
Come out swinging? Who are these people?
They're reformed now, but they're still a bit hot-headed. Let's just say that you do not want to make enemies of any of them.
Hey, this isn't fair. You can't have this many people on your outside. I'm way outnumbered.
Say what now? I thought you were gonna call hundreds of your devoted friends over here. I figured I'd have to have as many allies for myself as possible. So, Carl, where are all your friends?
Oh, well, something came up.
Something came up for all 400 of them? My goodness, isn't that a coincidence? Save it, Carl. You and I both know they just didn't want to come. They might act like your friends when you're around, but the second you leave, they all immediately start making fun of you and wish you'd stop being such an obnoxious loser.
That's not true! It's like I said, something came up. They were all busy. They got called into work or something.
Called into work on a Saturday afternoon? All of them? Come up with a better excuse. Besides, a bunch of your friends already came to the wedding, so I know they have the day off. What happened to them? Did they get called into work in the hour or so that's gone by since the wedding got canceled?
Those guys turned their backs on me. They're not my real friends. I've still got a ton of friends who respect me.
This is getting embarrassing to watch. You need to understand that the only reason you're still conscious right now is because I'm protecting you from them.
You're protecting me?
I'm allowing you to take shelter in my bakery. I have an app on my phone that I use to lock the doors from a distance so no one can get in. I could unlock that door anytime, though. Is that what you'd like?
Wait, are you threatening me? And where are you right now?
I'm observing the situation closely from somewhere else. I still need to look after poor little Tyler here.
Oh yeah, Tyler. Where is he? What did you do to him?
Nothing. Once the wedding got canceled, he came by and started trying to pick a fight with me. So, I decided to protect him from himself and tie him up.
You mean you really did literally tie him up? That's kidnapping!
Not hardly. He's the one who tried to take the first swing at me. You should have seen him after that. He was all like, "I'm so sorry. Please don't kill me. I'll never do it again. Please."
Just what the hell are you anyway?
Your worst nightmare. Now, if you'd like to live to see old age, I suggest you get to doing some apologizing of your own. Go to the bakery's front window, get down on your hands and knees, and beg my friends for forgiveness. I'll be watching you using the bakery's security cameras.
I don't have to apologize to them. I didn't do anything to them.
Oh, okay. Then I'll just have to unlock the doors. After all, it's a Saturday, and we've got a lot of hungry paying customers waiting to get inside.
Wait, don't do it. God, whatever you do, do not unlock that door. They're getting closer and closer by the second.
Then get on your knees, Carl. Beg for your life. Do it now.
All right, I'll do it. God, May, you're going way over the line with this.
How so? It's all a little joke. I'm just trying to provide a little entertainment to my friends who traveled from far away to be here for me. What's the matter? Did you lose your sense of humor? After that, Carl was a good little boy and got on his knees just like I told him to. I was watching him using the bakery security camera, and man, was it entertaining. I think he was actually crying when he saw all my old girlfriends approaching the window. I wish I didn't have to resort to such drastic measures. But I was glad to see how quickly they all jumped into action when they heard I needed help. Well, I guess the biggest reason is probably just that it was Saturday and they were bored. By the way, Judy was the one who got a hold of all of them for me. I guess this shows who really has the respect of their friends between me and Carl. Frankly, I doubted they were all gonna come since it's been so long since we all used to hang out together. So, it was really touching to see how much they care, even after all these years. This goes without saying, but I outright refused to make the cookies for Carl. So, he had to break his promise to the CEO he was trying to win over, and Carl's proposal got shot down. Thanks to that failure, he was quickly removed from his company. He's now unemployed and deep in debt, without a single person out there willing to extend a helping hand to him. As for his buddy, Tyler, their relationship took a turn for the worse after the events surrounding the wedding. I guess they don't really talk to each other anymore. Poor Carl, he lost the only person in the world who he could genuinely call his friend. As for me, after the dust settled, I got right back to doing what I love, making all sorts of sweets at my family's bakery. I'm also working on a collaboration project with my friend Judy, a 2-layer cake with cookie crumble filling in between. Just the thought of combining my cookies with her cake makes my mouth start to water. I can't wait till it's ready to cook. That's what I love about my friendship with Judy. We both have our unique strengths, and when you put us together, we're invincible.
Compared to you, Jackie, your older sister May is far more beautiful than you, so it couldn't be helped, right? Sure, you can do things like cook and clean, but she can do both of those things and a ton more, while also being wonderful eye candy for me. Seriously, the fact that she's perfect for me, there's no way I wouldn't have switched from you to her, you know? And thank goodness she had the same exact feelings for me, am I right?
Why would you do this to me? Didn't you and I pledge our love not too long ago, Luca?
I really hate that about you, Jackie. May is always so straightforward about things, while you just always have to be so poetic about everything, don't you? It is so much easier for me to be with a woman like her, honestly. Sure, you may have a good face and all, and that's why I decided to marry you at first. But when I look at May's face, which is better than yours, and then that tight yet curvy body, I can't help but want more. Her waist is at least 5 inches smaller than yours, right?
So what you're saying is that her body is better than mine is to you, and that's why you're going to leave me for her now? What about all of the memories and trust we've built with one another up to this point? You used to always tell me you loved me more than anything, but did you really even mean any of that?
Was I saying things like that before? Well, I'm sorry to break it to you, but your older sister has always been the one for me. You even recognize that yourself, right? Now stop trying to pick at me and come to understand that I'm going with her now. And if that's all too much for you to handle, go and get some plastic surgery on yourself and come back to try and win me back.
There's no need for me to go through all that work now, since I've finally come to realize the true kind of monster you really are. How could you do something so heartless to me, though? I just don't understand. I know that sometimes you were a bit cold to me, but you still showed your love for me, right? Whatever drove you both to doing something like this to me? May is my older sister, and you were supposed to be my older brother, Luca.
Jackie, in this world, it is all about winning and losing, okay? You just ended up losing to your older sister, and now she's gonna have a man like me marrying her instead of staying with you. That's all. I get that it sucks to be in your shoes right now, but you can't hold something like nature against me, right? I know why this is all such a huge deal for you, though. You're no longer gonna be a housewife anymore, right?
I was never working as your housewife because I'd wanted to be one, Luca. I was fine being one for you, but that was never my dream. But what really upsets me here and now is the fact that you're throwing me away knowing very well that I don't have a job or anything. Even May knows that about me, yet she's gone and stolen my husband from me. The both of you, you're both complete monsters that I wish to never see again after this. Did you guys have any idea what kind of trouble you're causing for me now?
All I keep hearing from you are the words of a sore loser. Are you trying to interfere with Mother Nature now or something? Your older sister and I, we just found true love in one another, okay? Sure, I'm having to leave the woman I first married for her older sister, but that's not something you should be getting all upset about right now. You're blowing things way out of proportion, acting like we're some kind of bad people or whatever. Sorry that this had to happen to you, but love is a very malleable thing, and this time my love has been twisted into the hands of your older sister.
What you've both done is just downright disgusting, though. It's quite something that you went and jumped ship from your own wife for her older sister of all people, right? I always thought something like that could never and would never happen in a family like mine. That just goes to show when it comes to like-minded jerks like the both of you, you'll do anything to be with one another. I'm going to just have to come to terms with all of this and accept the fact that you and I will have to get a divorce now. Really, there was no avoiding something like this in the end now, was there?
That's correct, right? Now hurry up and pack your things so that you can get out of my place.
You understand what all of this entails for you both now, right? You're going to have to distance yourself from the rest of my family now, because not one of them will want to see you guys. And the same goes with me, creating some distance from you two. But you both knew something like that would be happening to yourselves after this, right?
It's not like I ever cared about what would happen with your family and us. I'm gonna go and start a new family with your older sister, so there's no need for me to ever come back to you or your family. You are all nothing to me now that I have May, and that means I will not think about any one of you anymore.
Well, if you're 100% okay with all of that, then I won't say anything else about your decisions here. You guys knew what you were getting yourselves into here then. I don't need to bother with either of you anymore either then. I'm going to make sure you both pay up, though, for what you've done to me. Through a settlement, of course.
Hey now, don't worry. That's gonna be a small price to pay for a life where I'm finally with the woman I was always meant for.
All right, I get it.
Now that you and I will be getting divorced, that means we'll be complete strangers for the rest of time, right? And I'm sure you never want to be around us, growing jealous of just how happy your sister and I will become with one another, right?
I would never want to see you guys again after the divorce. Now I'm going. Goodbye forever, Luca.
Hey, long time no see, Jackie. Are you doing well?
Who is this again?
Huh? You've always been such a goofy woman, haven't you? So things must not have changed at all then since the last time I was talking to you. Unless this is another one of your jokes, since you've always loved those.
I just asked who this is, all right? Am I being scammed by someone right now?
Jeez, it's me, your ex-husband, Luca. Does this mean that you deleted my contact information or something?
Luca? Why are you talking with me again after 2 years? I don't have time for a long conversation, so make this quick. And remember, you and I cut ties to one another, so this shouldn't even be happening right now.
Wait a minute, I thought we were still family, Jackie. Sure, we may not be husband and wife anymore, but that doesn't mean that you and I are complete strangers to one another anymore, right? And I guess we haven't been talking to one another either since you know what, but still, honestly, I think it's kinda rude for you to say that I'm nobody to you now.
Weren't you the one that said we were both complete strangers now? It's been 2 whole years of me hearing nothing from either you or my older sister. Yet now you're wanting to talk again like nothing ever changed? Did something happen to you and May then that forced you to come to me?
Do you really think I'm trying to mess with you right now? I guess it really has been some time since we last talked. Do you even understand what I'm saying? You want me to call you instead so that you can understand? Maybe you've really been missing me this whole time, and that's why you're acting like a sourpuss. This just goes to show that we were never good at communicating with one another then.
Luca, I do not have time for this stupid conversation with you, all right? I'm still mad at you for what you and May did to me, even if that was 2 years ago.
That's the thing though, Jackie. That was all 2 years ago. Just forget about it now, all right? And besides, I'm not here to talk with you about that whole event.
Just get to what you want from me already, Luca. Sitting here and having to listen to you go on and on is just exhausting.
Okay, I'll get to why I texted you today. May is gonna need a kidney transplant. She's been sick for a while now and won't be able to heal unless she gets a new one.
What?
You're likely the best match for her in terms of donors, so I thought I should bring this up with you.
What are you talking about, Luca? Are you trying to sell one of my kidneys now? Did you become part of a gang or something now?
That's not at all what this is about. She's your older sister and she needs your help right now. So be a good sister and give her one of your kidneys. You don't want to make her upset, right?
I don't know what older sister you're talking about. The only sister that I ever had vanished 2 years ago and is never coming back.
Are you really still holding grudges against her? Come on, you don't need to be so stuck up about what all happened anymore.
I'm not joking, okay?
And neither am I. Right now, this is a very serious topic that I'm trying to relay to you, Jackie. Most of the time I hate having these pain-in-the-ass discussions, but this time it's about my wife, your older sister.
Luca, let me be clear with you right now. I do not have an older sister, especially one that I'd be willing to donate one of my kidneys to in order to save her life. What did you even think would happen by contacting me again about something as stupid as that, Luca? If you really are telling the truth, you need to find yourself someone else. Goodbye now.
Hey, wait! Wait, are you for real right now, Jackie? Come on now, you have to be kidding me about being so cold, right? Don't make me repeat why I've come to you asking this today. None of this is a joke, and you being May's sister means you should be taking this very seriously.
And like I was saying, I'm not joking. I do not have a sister, Luca.
What are you going on about right now? May is your older sister, your one and only. Are you trying to tell me that you threw her out of your life after what happened? Right now, she's dealing with a very serious life-threatening disease that's gonna kill her if you don't step in and give up one of your kidneys. All I'm asking for is one, just one.
Not going to happen, okay? You are literally begging me for the impossible right now, giving up one of my kidneys for a stranger that I have nothing to do with? I only have 2 of them in my body, and I want to save them for someone special to me. And even if I did still have a sister, I would never let her have one of my kidneys now, after she had already gone and stolen my husband from me. No bitch like her would deserve to get anything else from me after that.
How are you able to say such things about your own sister? No matter what may have happened in the past between you both, she's still your older sister, right?
How come you, a complete stranger, think that you can just assume whatever the hell you want about me? Stop acting like I should care about anyone who has stolen things from me anymore. Especially when they were once a part of my family. Even if she was still my sister, I wouldn't care about her because she had the nerve to think that she could take my husband away from me and leave me with nothing. Now stop acting like I should be listening to you because you and her are both the worst.
Wow. I can't believe you would say that about her. I guess there really is no way of getting through to you about this. I bet if you were to see how weak and sad your older sister looked right now at the hospital, your mind would change. How about you come out right now and see her?
Why would I ever waste my time going out to see someone I don't care about at all? Who do you think you are still talking to me about something I've already said no to? Neither of you mean anything to me anymore, and I should just stop talking to you right now. I get that you may be my ex and that she may have once been family to me, but neither of you are special. Especially not enough to get me to come out and see you again. Her problem of being sick with something that is killing her is a problem between the 2 of you and has nothing to do with me. So keep it between yourselves.
No way! I wish you would just give up on all that emotional crap already and come see May again. I'm sure when you see her, you'll want to become close with her again. Don't you miss having an older sister?
Why are you talking about us becoming close to one another? Just stop it, Luca.
Are you saying that you don't care about what happens to your sister then?
I don't care what happens to either of you, actually. You're really starting to get on my nerves now, so leave me alone. I'm really tired of wasting my precious time having this unproductive conversation with you. This is over with now. Understand that?
Please don't say things like that, Jackie. Every day we have to wait for a kidney donor, May gets weaker and weaker. I already tried asking the rest of your family about helping her, but they all blocked me without saying a word.
You were the one that said you didn't care that my family would cut ties to you both. You said you'd both be making a family of your own, so what's the big deal? You wanted this for yourselves, right? Yet now you want me to come back to you guys so that your wife won't have to die? Quit it with that BS, Luca. Seriously, neither of you seem to understand the kind of position you both put yourselves in.
We were wrong for doing that, okay, Jackie? We should have never said that we were fine with all of you cutting ties to us. So could you please help us? Help your sister!
Never going to happen. You guys decided to make a choice that only revolved around the both of you. So now you guys get to deal with that problem by yourselves. I don't want to hear any more from you about this or anything else now. So goodbye.
Are you all right? Did you go and get examined? I'm sorry that I wasn't able to go with you, Jackie.
I went and had the examination done, and there doesn't seem to be any problems with me. I was told that I'll be completely fine, so you don't have to worry about me. Now, as for you, Miles, you need to get back to it and finish up all of your work. If you don't, it's going to start having a major impact on our lives, right?
I get that, Jackie. I plan to continue working my hardest from here on out, okay? But for a long time now, you've always had to go through so many hardships that nobody should ever have to deal with. I was just hoping that this time I could be a bit closer to you so that you'd have someone to take some of that burden off of your back.
Aw, you really are one of the nicest men I've ever met. Why was I never able to run into such a gentleman like you the first time and had to end up wasting part of my life away with someone else? The whole time I was with that asshole, my time and health slipped away from me. I wish I could have been with you from the start of all that.
And I wish I could have grown up a lot sooner and have been there to woo you into my arms from the start. I had always been in love with you, Jackie. I guess I wasn't ready for you to love me yet. But had I been, I could have saved you from your very troubled past with that man and your older sister.
I hope you're not blaming yourself for any of that, all right? I blame myself for never seeing you as anything more than a friend and never noticing that you wanted to be my boyfriend all that time. Sure, we may be late to the party now with one another, but the fact that every event lined up to get us where we are now, I'd say we're very lucky.
Yeah, I believe and think the same thing. By the way, ever since all of that crap yesterday from your ex, you haven't received any more messages from him or your sister. Maybe he finally learned to give up on you and go somewhere else with his problems? Well, considering he was so stupid to come to you with a request like that in the first place, I'm sure he hasn't stopped yet and still thinks that you'll be willing to help.
Don't worry about it, actually, Miles. Since then, I haven't heard anything else from him or May. Of course, you're right about him being stupid to the point that he probably didn't realize I meant no when I said it. And in his world, he's the only person besides maybe his wife that actually matters. But I'm sure he's realized what I was trying to tell him, right? If he really was so self-centered that even yesterday's conversation didn't do it, then I'm not sure he would have even been able to get with my dumbass sister.
That's a good point. Well, if you hear anything else from either one of them, tell me right away, please. And if things seem like they'll become a major problem for you again, I'll act fast and make sure to stop them. I won't even tell my work about what I'll do.
You really love to worry yourself a lot about others' problems, huh? I'll be fine though, Miles. I'm serious. Anyway, make sure that you get home from work safely later today, please. So you were lying in wait for me, weren't you, Luca? Then out of nowhere, you went and tried to attack me. How much more ridiculous can you actually get acting like that? Because of that, you got yourself sent running with your tail tucked between your legs. Sucks to be you now, doesn't it?
Who was that man you were with? Did you hire some kind of a bodyguard to protect you from people like me or something?
You just so happened to try and attack me at the wrong time was all. My husband had the day off work today, and so we had plans to meet with one another for a little bit and have a relaxing date. And on my way out to meet with him, I ran into you and you began to attack me like you had the intent of killing me. Luckily, my husband was just around the corner and heard me, and that's when he came out and kicked your ass. By the way, my husband happens to be a black belt in karate, so that helped a bunch.
Wait, you got married again, Jackie?
I sure did. And if you're wondering who he is, he's my childhood friend that I've kept around ever since him and I first met. He told me after I divorced you that he'd always loved me, and that's why we ended up getting married. He actually came back from a business trip right after the divorce, and we had this very emotional reunion with one another that I still cannot forget. We first started to date for a bit, but only after a few months we were tying the knot. And if you thought all of that was surprising to hear, know that right now I am pregnant with our first child.
Are you kidding me right now? Why did you get to end up being so happy with a man like him after me?
I'm a very lucky girl, I guess. Unlike you, he's not some lazy guy that lays around the house all day after work doing nothing but watching TV and eating chips. No, he cares about me a lot and makes sure that we are both working hard for one another all the time. And you know why he's like that to me? Because he had to watch as my older sister would bully me all the time ever since we first met. So when I told him one day that my sister had stolen you from me and you went along with her, he was pissed. Honestly, I think May taking you from me was the best thing that could have ever happened.
Why? Why do you get to be the one that's happy now while I'm stuck with your sister going through hell?
Why did you try attacking me today with such a scary face? Were you trying to threaten me into giving you my kidney or something?
I thought that you might come through for us if I threatened you a bit. You have always been the real stubborn type, so I thought that by freaking you out like that, you'd understand how dire things have been for her and me and would help. And well, if I didn't try and use some physical force, you would most definitely never help us.
So your wife dying has got you thinking like a thug now? I know that you had to go to the hospital after that greeting from my husband, especially after seeing the way you broke your nose. But just know that I've told the police about what you tried to do as well. Hopefully they'll take you and throw you behind bars here soon for trying to assault me. And maybe there you'll finally have some time to cool off and come back to reality again.
Huh? You'd better be joking about something like that. I'm the one who's desperately trying to save my wife's life here. Stop acting like you were the victim of a crime just because you got a little bit scared then.
Enough already, Luca. You and the rest of the people like you who go out and act like they can do anything they want to anyone have been playing the victim card for long enough. I'm the real victim in all of this, having to go day by day thinking about how my sister went and stole my husband from me. And then having to go through a divorce with him only to have him showing back up in my life years later because he needs me. And just today, I was attacked by you trying to threaten me into giving up my kidney. All you are is scum, Luca. Total trash.
Don't say that about me. None of us, your sister, you, or myself, thought things would come to this.
Sure, okay. Had it not, you both would be out there right now living a happy life together, never understanding what pain you caused to me and others. You would get to be with one another, most likely having kids, without ever having to regret the horrible choices you made. So now what? You think I'm going to feel bad for you both and will come forward to give up one of my kidneys? You both are even worse than you were back in the day when you would just wreck marriages.
Please listen to me. Your sister and I didn't ever mean to hurt anyone.
What about all the things you did wasn't meant to hurt anyone, Luca? You must be a psychopath for thinking you could just go out with your wife's sister behind her back without ever hurting her. Well, none of it matters now anyway, right? I can't even donate a kidney right now, even if I wanted to, because I'm carrying a baby.
Well, what about after you have your baby?
Do you have any idea how hard giving birth to a child is on the female body? It takes a lot of strength and energy to get through, and you're just expecting me to give up a kidney right after that? All for some woman who treated me like garbage and stabbed me in the back? Enough with these damn jokes, Luca.
But that's the only option we have left.
Well, that's your problem, not mine. I'm about to have my precious first child with my husband. What happens in the future if my child needs a kidney from me? I'm keeping all my organs in case that day ever comes because they are 100 times more important to me than your wife. If I were to give up one kidney now for a woman I don't give a damn about, then what would happen to my child in the future?
I'm sorry, Jackie. I apologize for everything I did to you before.
If apologies like that could fix everything, then there would be no need for things like police and the justice system in this world. If you're really sorry about what you and May have done to me, then you reflect on all of that in jail. I don't care if May ends up dying because I don't help her. She has nothing to do with me. Honestly, I hope she does end up going to hell soon, along with you, because the both of you deserve to spend the rest of your lives rotting together there. After I finished talking with Luca, I went ahead and called the police with my husband and told them about what had happened to me. We told them how Luca was waiting for me to come down that road and attempted to attack me in order to get me, a pregnant woman, to give up a kidney of mine. We made sure to explain that my husband did have to defend me by attacking Luca, but luckily there were some bystanders that also saw what had happened who would be able to cover for us there. We then told the police that we wouldn't be holding any charges against Luca when they went to get him, but that we would like for him to go to jail or even prison for what he tried. The police then went and sent some officers to the local hospital, where they found Luca getting his nose reset and arrested him right then and there after the doctor was finished with him. He was taken into the police station for questioning and would have to spend time there while a case was being put together regarding his attempted assault. My husband and I were both worried about whether Luca would come after us again after getting out of there, and so we gathered our things and moved away from that area, along with blocking both Luca's and my sister's contacts. Luckily, my husband was able to explain the whole situation to his boss about what had happened, and was allowed to start working remotely as long as he went to the office once a month for a team meeting that takes place. So the following day, we had all our things packed up and were on our way out of town to a new house that we had already seen online not too long ago. Since that day, my husband and I have not had any more run-ins with either of those two, and have been getting back to living life the normal way. I have no real clue what happened with Luca after he was arrested and questioned, nor do I have any idea what happened with my sister and her illness, and honestly, I don't care to learn either. My parents and the rest of my family are also unaware of what else happened, and my mom said that May will most likely have to stay in the hospital for a long time until she's able to find a donor. I'm just happy to have my family around me, including my baby son, who I just gave birth to, and now have this renewed sense of gratitude towards those that have always been there to take care of me.
What are we going to do about dinner tonight? You better be making it this time. Last time you were on a business trip, and you never were home to do any of the chores. Do you think it's a good time for you to stop trying to piss me off all the time?
Do you think you can stop talking to me like that? You've always been talking to me like that, and it's already made me more than unhappy with you.
Why should I? It's my right as the man of this house to be able to boss you around however I'd like.
Sure, but I'm telling you that I hate it, so would you stop? And also, when I'm around the house, I'll do my best to get any chores done for us. But recently, I've been very busy with work and haven't had much time to be home to take care of things. So I want you to show a little understanding with that.
Understanding? What are you talking about, Anna? Why would you want that from me when it's your fault that your work is busy?
What do you mean by that?
Your work and me have nothing to do with one another, right? You're my wife! And so, the only relation anything has with me is you doing your job here, in the house. But if you can't do that, would you rather us get divorced? You know dang well that if you were divorced by me, you'd be screwed!
You said the same thing yesterday, that you were filling out the paperwork, right? Were you being serious? Do you think it's okay to think of that even when you're not as upset with me?
I just want to let you know that I can have you thrown out of here whenever I please. And if it does happen, I want it to be quick for us. After all, a woman like you is barely of any use to me. So, if you continue to not get the housework done for me, then throwing you on the streets should be enough to teach you a lesson.
Even though I have a job of my own that pays about the same pay as you? And I'm working it just as much as you do. I've been getting most of the housework done, right? What I'm trying to say is that you don't even bother to do anything to help at the house like I do. Yet, even with you giving nothing to our relationship, you sit there whining and complaining about all the hard work I've done.
You call it complaining, but to me, it's trying to get you to do your job. After all, it's well known that all the housework needs to be done by the wife. So could you stop trying to blame me for doing what's right? But if you can't seem to get a handle on things, I'll just have to throw you away before you make me too embarrassed. Well, life would be a lot better without you around, you pain-in-the-butt wife.
Well, if you're gonna go as far as that, then maybe we are finished. I understand what you want now, so I'm quitting my job as your wife.
Oh, you're really going to quit now? Well, maybe if you stopped talking back to me like this all the time, you'd have time to think about why I'm right. Do your job from now on. You have to make sure you do as your husband says. I mean, that's the only reason I married you in the first place, Anna.
Well, you make a good point. I'm at the point now where I can't even think of anything besides my understanding of you, Bryce. So, that's what we'll do then?
Go ahead! This better mean you listen to everything now, right?
No, that's not what I was talking about, but I'm saying that I'll do as you've asked so that I can make you happy. And so, that's what I'm gonna do.
Alright, already, just get home right now. If you have enough time to talk to me like this, then you must be finished with your work over there. So hurry home now. I need my dinner.
When I'm finished with my work, I'll come home. That's what everyone does, right? I'll see you later.
I'm not going to ask this again. Will you please stop screwing around?
Huh? What do you want about?
How long are you going to be overseas for work? Do you really think I'm fine with you being away from home this long? Hurry up and get home now! I can't deal with your crap any longer, woman!
Who are you calling woman like that? I want to know why the heck you're talking to me like that and what for. Do you not have any idea what you're asking for by talking to me with that attitude? What do you want?
I'm telling you to stop your trip overseas and come back! You think you can just get away with not cooking for me because you have a business trip to go on? It's almost been 2 weeks of you now dodging me! Are you fine with me divorcing you?
What? Why are you saying all that now? Are you trying to threaten me again?
I'm not just threatening you. I'm being very serious about leaving you. This is me demanding that you come home now! Are you going to ignore your husband's demand?
Wait, what the hell do you think you're doing?
I'm trying to make it clear to you that if you don't come back to me and make my dinner, I'm going to throw you onto the streets. You can't just run away for a few weeks and leave your husband at home with nothing to eat, can you? I don't ever remember saying that was okay for you to do. If it was going to be this long, I would have explained all of this to you before you left. Come back to the States, right now! You're getting the choice of either a divorce or leaving your job. Choose, now!
Do you not see how crazy a situation you've created for yourself? I have no reason to be listening to you. But you think I'll come back for you? You're a frickin' idiot, man.
What did you just say to me? You think it's okay to start calling me an idiot now, do ya? If I'm not around for you anymore, you won't be able to do a thing on your own. Who's been the one that's put this roof over our heads and food to eat?
And that's obviously been you, right?
Are you saying you're not thankful for all I've given?
Why would I be thankful for you? You seem to be at the point now that you've become so insane that you don't even know what you're saying anymore. Why would I need to be thankful to you, Bryce?
Do you think it's okay to make me this pissed off right now? I won't forgive you for this one. I am your husband, and you've just gone and pushed me to my limits.
My husband? You are very wrong about that.
Huh? You're that much of a piece of garbage that you can't even call me your husband anymore? If you take one more step further, I don't think I'll be able to hold myself back anymore. I'm going to divorce you.
Huh?
You think a wife that leaves her husband to go overseas and is never around to do her chores can just talk to me like that? If you don't get on a plane right now and come home to make me dinner, I'm divorcing you!
But we divorced last month, right?
Huh?
What the hell have you been saying this whole time? I told you last month that we had gotten divorced. We've been divorced for weeks now, so why are you coming at me saying that you're still my husband and have demands for me?
What are you saying? We're divorced? Don't talk to me about such nonsense! Since when did we ever get a divorce, Anna? I'm tired of you always getting this confused.
What am I confused about exactly? I already handed in our divorce paperwork a while back, and so I assumed we've been divorced since then. And I made sure to tell you all that last month when it happened.
You were being serious about all of that?
Why would I have ever been joking back then about that? There wouldn't have been anything in it for me if I'd done so.
Huh? Then we're divorced? Huh? What's going on? When? How did you end up doing that without me ever noticing?
You said you'd filled out all the paperwork yourself, right?
So then you used that?
Of course I did. You had flaunted the fact that you'd filled out all your parts and everything, and so I took it and handed it in last month. So why are you talking to me about this now? We haven't been together now for a month, so why are you coming back to me now?
I never knew that you and I had gotten divorced. I just thought that you had left the house to go on a business trip.
Well, I'm not on a business trip right now.
Huh? What do you mean you're not on a business trip?
Well, I assumed that since you and I are nothing now and that you're just a stranger to me, I had no reason to tell you where I was going. I'm not on some business trip. Rather, I went and changed my career and I'm now working for a company outside the US. So I'm not going to be coming back there to be home anytime soon.
Huh? You're living overseas now then? Since when did you think you could just do all of that without letting me know at least? Why didn't you at least say that before you left? You know that I would have never let you go without my permission!
I'll tell you one last time. We are divorced now, you and I. So why would it make it necessary to have to come check in with you before making my own choices? We have never been that close to each other, especially now.
You say that like we were never even married. You were my wife, right?
But when I handed in that divorce paperwork, we went right back to being strangers. You were the one that kept asking for it, so I went and played along. Why would you think that I'd never hand the papers in?
You're asking me why? Because I never assumed you'd hand them in.
Come on. Did you really let yourself believe that without you, I'd never be able to make it on my own? Well, if you still believe that, take a good look at me now. Whose house do you think you're living in right now?
Huh? What do you mean?
Wait, have you already left the place then? You knew that the house we were in was the house I took a loan out on to afford, so it was under my name.
What does that even mean? Huh? Is that right?
So you never even realized that either. Funny, since you had always made it seem like you put that roof over our heads. I at least hope you could have done some chores or something without me. The person that's been able to live with the help of others has been you, not me. So I'm wondering, why are you in someone else's house?
What do you mean by someone else's house? This is our house, right?
You're still wrong. You've been living in someone else's house ever since you and I got divorced. I didn't really care since I had moved away, but I plan to have that place sold very soon.
Huh? You're selling it?
I told you that after the divorce, right? That you needed to leave?
I just thought that everything you said to me back then was you trying to continue our fight or something.
Well, at this point, I don't have any plans to fight anymore. I had already told my realtor that the house would be going up for sale, and that's why I just thought I'd mention it to you. Anyway, before I called the police on you for trespassing, get out of that house. You had planned to have me tossed on the streets after a divorce, but how does it feel now to be told to leave my house?
I can't believe this. Are you really okay with what's all happening right now? I can't believe you've been planning on throwing me out.
Even if you can't believe it, they're all just the facts, so hurry yourself up and get a move on. I plan to come back for a little bit to help with the selling of the house, and I don't want you around while I'm there. And actually, why are you still there?
Huh? You're selling it? Why, Anna? This place was also my house. Even if you tell me to leave this place now, I can't just do it in a day.
Come on now. You've been the one planning this for a while now, right? Whenever I did something you didn't like, you used divorce as a way of threatening me. And even after telling you over and over again to stop, you keep coming at me with that horrible attitude of yours. You never even learned to change the way you acted out towards me, and so this is the price you get to pay. I'm so happy you decided to fill out a lot of that divorce paperwork because it made my decision a whole lot easier.
You're kidding, right? Does this mean you've always wanted to divorce me? Why, though? You'll never be able to find as good of a husband as me!
What? A good husband? What part of you is good?
What the?
If you're referring to all the plates you'd leave behind after eating and the rare occasions that you come around and make a meal for us, I think you're very wrong for making that seem like you were a good husband.
Huh? I was?
On top of that, your hateful attitude towards me that you'd have every day and the fact that you always tried to look down on me really showed me how terrible of a husband you were. Do you understand what I mean? It was impossible for me to be around you, especially when you got all worked up. But we're divorced now, so I don't really care if you understand me or not. So, why have you still not left the house after getting divorced?
You're asking me why?
So you really did not think we were divorced.
Anna, this isn't good. Can you please stop trying to mess with me? I didn't know anything about you selfishly handing in those documents without me. And asking me to leave all of a sudden is not going to sit well with me.
Huh? Do you not see who's messing around right now still?
Huh?
This is all what you deserve after treating your kind wife so horrible after she told you to lay off of her so many times. If you'd wanted to have someone around the house to do the chores all the time, you should have hired a maid or something like that. Well, if you're not even able to pay for the house you're sitting in right now, you probably never had the money to hire your own maid.
I don't want to leave! We're family, and we should be living together! Moving overseas without ever telling me, that's not the right thing to do right now! Can you please come back? If I don't have you with me, I'll be the one getting screwed!
You've changed so much from the man you were before that I can't help myself from laughing. Well, I'm so sorry, but I'm doing great without you. Actually, this is the best I've ever felt in such a long time, so I want you to stay away. Now hurry up and leave my house. You should be able to clean up by yourself by now. You're 36 years old, for God's sake.
My age has nothing to do with that! Please don't throw me away already! If I don't have you anymore, I'm going to have nowhere to live! I won't be able to survive! Don't throw me away!
Who was the one that made a fuss about me not being able to cook for you every day and that you'd throw me away for it?
Did I really say that?
If you can't seem to remember that, then go back 1 month in the text history and you'll be able to read everything. I'm getting tired of having to sit here and baby you right now. Well, I have a new life to make for myself over here now. Go on and enjoy your new life as a moneyless and worthless man already. In the end, Anna moved on and ignored anything else Bryce said to her. And after, it seems that Bryce was finally kicked out of her house. He had lost his house now and had no family to move in with. But since this is the life he asked for, there's no chance of anyone being around to help him back up. His mental health began to take a decline, and soon he couldn't make it into work as much, and so he soon lost his job as well. On the other hand, Anna's doing great with her new career, and she was finally able to make her dream come true of working and living in another country. And deep down, she's very happy for divorcing Bryce and making good use of herself. I guess the way he treated her really did seem to help her out after all.
Hey, Leah, I don't know where you are, but Zoe is coming over in like an hour.
Really? That's a surprise because she only visits on holidays. Did something happen?
Nope, she is actually going to be living with us from today.
What? Wait, doesn't she live with her husband?
She got divorced and has nowhere to go.
This is too sudden. But you are really nice to let her live at our house. This is until she finds a new place, right?
Of course not, she'll be living with us permanently. I invited my parents over to live with us as well because it'll be easier for them and we can help each other when something happens.
Your parents visit us every weekend. Do they need to live with us?
Yeah, because they live about 2 hours away and Zoe needs them, especially now.
It's a good thing you love your family, but why didn't you ask me beforehand? There are things you need to think about.
I thought that you were okay with it, plus what things?
Like space? There isn't enough space for all of us, plus I work from home and I don't want people making noises while I have meetings because I won't be able to focus. Also, money? We can't financially support everyone.
Yeah, and why don't you just find somewhere else to go, like the library or your friend's house for your job? About the money, how about just finding another job? Don't you know that my little sister is heartbroken now and needs our support?
I can't go somewhere else because my company has strict security to prevent info leakage. Are you serious about the job? I work full-time, unlike you, who only works 2 times per week. So why don't you find another job?
Yeah, I work 2 times per week, but longer hours than you, so that's enough for me.
There are people who work full-time like me who work 8 hours 5 times per week.
Don't you just sit there and do stuff on the computer, though? I use physical strength, so I gotta take a rest a few days.
Yeah, but I get tired mentally, but I just shake it off and work. Working's not easy, you know? You're just slacking off and think it's okay because you can rely on me whenever you're in trouble.
Hey, I'm not slacking off. I work hard, but I sometimes need help. Why don't you experience my job once, then you'll know.
You have to be responsible for your own life sometimes, you know? If you say that, why don't you experience mine also?
It's just copying and pasting and typing, so it should be easy peasy.
We're not going anywhere with this, so let's put this conversation aside and focus on your family living with us.
You brought this up. Look, if you want to complain about my family and my job, then why don't you just leave?
What, me? You're kicking your own wife out?
Exactly, my family comes first.
I'm part of this family too.
No, you're not. Seems like you don't want my family to live here, so I really don't care about you anymore. Why don't you just find a new place to stay?
I never said I don't want them here. I just told you let's talk about this once. Find a new place to stay? That's too sudden.
If you can't find anywhere, then how about that doghouse in the backyard? It was Oreo's, but he passed away 5 years ago and I left it there. You'll probably fit because he was a large breed.
Are you being serious right now?
Yep. Hey, living in a doghouse doesn't sound that bad.
You're pissing me off, so I'll go talk to Zoe about this. Hey, Zoe, I heard you're moving back here. Is everything okay? Didn't you hear anything from Hike? Of course not. Yes, I'm going to live there from today, so did you pack your bags? You're gonna leave, right? What? You want me to leave also? Yeah, because I only want to live with my family, so it's gonna be a problem if you're there. I told Hayek about this, and he said that he would look into doing something about it. He happened to talk to me about that something a few minutes ago. Oh, really? Well, now you know. Can you hurry up and leave? I need about 2 to 3 days to pack my things because I work every day, plus it's too sudden. Do you even have things to pack? I remember you being a minimalist. I can help you if you want. That way you can leave earlier. No, that's fine. I don't like people touching my stuff. Can I tell you one thing that I want you to do? Things have changed at your parents' house, so you should talk to them instead of your brother because he's an idiot and probably won't understand how serious it is. After you hear everything, you probably can't kick me out. What things? Are you saying this because you want to stay there? No, it's just that you should know the truth. What truth? I bet it's an excuse for staying at that house. It's my house, so please leave. You're saying the exact same thing as Hayek. Let me guess. Are you going to tell me to go live in the doghouse too? No, but that's such a good idea. Hayek is a genius. You will be living here, but outside, so I don't need to see you. So you agree with him. I thought you were a kind person, but boy, was I wrong. I don't care about your opinion and don't want to argue right now. My husband pissed me off and I'm heartbroken now. I just want to spend time with my family. Okay, whatever. But I think you'll face problems later on, though. What problems? You'll see.
Did you pack your bags? Hurry, because Zoe's having problems with you staying at our house. Leave the house as soon as you come home.
Can't believe you had the nerve to move all of my stuff into the hallway and gave her my room.
I thought that moving your stuff was gonna be easier for you.
I hate it when somebody touches my stuff. I've been telling you that since we dated. I also wasted my time arguing with you and driving to my company when I had time to do work instead. About the room situation, you could have just said something like, hey, this used to be her room and she feels comfortable, so can she have your room?
So, that's not my problem. I don't need to ask you that because you won't live here anymore. Hey, there's some things in the room that are perfect for Zoe right now. A good speaker so she can listen to her favorite songs, a small meditation room, ooh, and a few aroma candles.
Yeah, something that I bought. She can have those if she pays for it.
She's heartbroken now, so aren't you nice enough to give it to her?
I would have let her if she wasn't a bitch to me.
She's not a bitch, she's just stressed out. Why don't you buy the same thing then?
You seriously have no common sense. Don't you usually ask the person who bought it first to see if it's okay to give away their stuff?
It's my house, so whatever's in this house is mine, and I have the right to decide, okay? Understood?
Wow, what happened to you? You were so nice at the beginning, but you turned into a scumbag. Fine, she can have those since I'm a nice person. I'll leave this house when I get home, but I'll ask you one more time. Are you sure that you want me to leave?
I never changed, you just think that. Thank you, yes, I want you to leave. I cleaned out the doghouse for you if you want somewhere to go.
I do have somewhere to go, so you didn't need to do that. I'll head home to get my stuff in a little bit and go to the clerk's office to file the divorce papers because kicking me out means that you want to get a divorce, right?
When did I fill one out?
A few months ago. You don't remember? You said, let's fill one out just in case if something happens.
Oh, did I? I don't remember that, but I was fed up with you anyway, so please go ahead. Thank you for doing it for me.
No problem. Are you 100% sure about this? You guys are gonna face problems.
I just told you that it's fine. I also know that this is a threat, so I have no problem with you leaving.
Okay then. If something happens, I won't help you, okay?
Yeah, hurry up and come home. Where the hell are you? Pick up the phone! Why are you ignoring me?
I don't want anything to do with you. There's no need to talk.
Who cares about that? Can you explain why we're getting evicted? Pick up the phone or come here and talk about this.
I don't want to listen to your voice or see you, so I'll explain it here. I sold the house. That's it.
What do you mean you sold the house?
Well, your parents asked me to be the owner of the house, and I've been paying the mortgage this whole time, so I can do whatever I want, because it's my house, right?
Wait, you're joking. Why did they ask you?
I'm not joking. They got hooked on gambling and got into debt, and since they still haven't paid it off yet, they asked me if I could help them pay for the mortgage. They didn't tell you because they were embarrassed. Also, you probably didn't know this, but they are borrowing money from me. If you don't believe me, why don't you ask them? Sorry, but I have to laugh because I can just picture what your face looks like right now.
Why didn't you tell me if you knew about this? How much are they borrowing from you?
About 20 grand. I didn't tell you because you never believed what I said, so I thought it was a waste.
This is something important, though.
Yeah, even if I told you, you probably will say it's just an excuse to stay at that house. I mean, all I did was sold something that I didn't need anymore. You've done the same things before online, right? Selling something to earn some money. It's the same idea.
It's not the same thing. How dare you sell the house without asking me?
Ah, now you understand how it feels like to know things in such short notice? That's exactly how I felt when you invited Zoe and your parents to live in the house. If you still want to live there, the only option is to buy the house.
Buy the house? This was my parents' house to begin with and should have been mine if you hadn't done something.
Excuse me, but whose fault is this? Even if you became the owner of the house, you probably couldn't pay the mortgage, so I did you a favor.
That's not true. I would have found another job or, I don't know, a full-time job.
I doubt that. You said that 2 times per week is enough for you, so I know that you would have had to ask someone for help. That doesn't matter to me anymore, though.
Wait, do my parents need to leave the house also?
Of course. Is there a reason for them to stay?
They're old! Are you seriously making them go through this?
Yes. Why don't you take care of them then? You're their son.
Yeah, I am, but...
Oh, right. You don't have money, so that's not possible. Let me talk to your parents then.
Why?
What do you mean, why? That doesn't matter to you.
Why am I getting kicked out? I thought you sold the house!
I canceled it because your parents begged me not to sell it. Plus, they still need to pay me back, so they made a deal with me. Find a job and pay me and the money they borrowed from me little by little and kick you out.
What? I'm so confused right now.
What's confusing? I canceled selling the house and your parents are staying, but not you.
Are you being serious right now? No, wait, how about Zoe?
Yes, I just talked to her and she said that she still wants to stay at the house. I know you're panicking right now, but it's funny how the family you care about don't really seem to care about you.
This is not possible. My family will never betray me. Where am I supposed to go then?
They just did. You're a grown adult, so why didn't you think about it?
Are you happy to make my life even more miserable? I already am getting the cold shoulder from my coworkers because they know about the divorce, and my friends cut ties with me, and I literally have no money. Do you know how I feel?
It's not good, right? Now do you know how I felt when you told me to leave the house and live in the doghouse? I'm done with you, so good luck with everything, and you better leave the house right now.
It's not a good feeling, okay? I'm so sorry, Leah. Wait, why don't we just get back together, huh? I still love you.
It's too late now. Plus, you never said I love you to me for 3 years, so I know that it means let me stay at the house because I have nowhere to go.
That's not true. If I didn't love you, I would have divorced you a long time ago.
But you didn't because you were using me for money, right? You don't need to lie to me because you said you were fed up with me. I think that's why you were saying jokes to hurt and piss me off recently because you didn't need me anymore.
Hey, did you think that I was serious about living in the doghouse? I was really joking about that. I'm sorry if I hurt you, okay? Let's all live together like before. I'll go to the clerk's office and cancel that divorce, okay? Sounds good, right?
Absolutely not. I don't want to live with an asshole like you. If you want to cancel divorce, I'll call a lawyer to help me file for divorce.
Excuse me? I don't remember being one. What? Lawyer?
You were this whole time. I'm getting pissed off just thinking about what you did to me, so I'll divorce you no matter what. You probably can't pay for the lawyer, so why don't you give up?
Don't say that. Please help me. I don't have anywhere to live, and I'm so sorry for everything.
Sorry, but I really don't care at this point. If you can't find anywhere, how about the doghouse in the backyard?
Are you being serious right now?
Living in a doghouse doesn't sound that bad. You'll probably fit because Oreo was a large breed. Actually, you don't even deserve a doghouse, so why don't you live in a dumpster since you're trash? Hayek had no choice but to leave the house, and since he had nowhere to go and no money, he ended up being homeless. He quit his job because he felt awkward being there and is looking for a different job now, but is having a hard time since he only wants to work 1 to 2 times per week. He tries to reach out to me and his family, but everyone cut ties with him, so he's completely on his own. On the other hand, I'm living a stress-free life and even bought a dog and rebuilt Oreo's doghouse since it was a tad small for Hunter. I just hope that Hayek will not start living in it.
Hey Sarah, is dinner ready? Just finishing up. I made your favorite pasta. I can't stay for dinner. I'm going out with Trevor. Oh, that's too bad. I was hoping we could eat together. You've been out every night this week. Whatever. Not like we need to eat together. Just miss spending time with you. How about tomorrow? Maybe. Actually, can we talk for a sec? Of course. Everything okay? Define okay. Things are changing. What do you mean? Did something happen? Yeah, kind of big news actually. Like life-changing big. You're worrying me a bit. Everything all right? Chill, it's good news. Actually, it's amazing news. Trevor proposed to me. OMG! Really? When did this happen? Last weekend. At his beach house. He had this whole thing planned. Private chef and everything. That's incredible. Why didn't you tell me sooner? Been busy. Lots to plan. Plus, Dad wanted to celebrate first. Your dad knew? Yeah, he helped Trevor plan it. Been keeping it quiet for like a week. Oh, I see. Well, tell me about the proposal. Was it romantic? Super. Trevor went all out. Hired this famous chef from LA. Had fireworks and everything. Dad helped him organize everything. That sounds amazing. I'm so happy for you. Trevor's the CEO of that coding school chain, right? Yeah, Codemasters. They're expanding like crazy. Opening schools all over the country. Versus they'll hit $10 million in revenue this year. Wow, that's incredible. You must be so excited. Yeah, no more worrying about money. Trevor says I don't even need to work. Can just focus on being his wife.
Oh, but what about your degree? You're so close to finishing.
Don't need it anymore. Trevor says it's pointless. Why work when he makes so much?
Well, it's still good to have options. Your education is important.
God, stop with the mom act. It's so fake.
What? I'm not acting. I care about your future.
Sure you do. Just like you care about me, right?
Of course I care about you. We're family.
No, we're not. Never were.
What are you talking about? We've lived together for 10 years.
Living together doesn't make us family. You're just some woman Dad married. For convenience.
Madison, please don't say that. I've always thought of you as my daughter.
That's your problem. I never thought of you as my mom. Just played along because Dad said to.
What do you mean?
Dad said we had to keep you happy. Because you were paying the bills. That's the only reason I called you Mom.
All those mother-daughter days? The shopping trips? The late-night talks?
All fake. Had to keep the money flowing. But I don't need to pretend anymore.
Madison, please. This isn't you talking.
Actually, this is the real me. First time I'm being honest. I have Trevor now. Don't need a fake mom anymore.
Sweetie, you don't mean that. We've shared so much together.
Ugh, stop calling me sweetie. It's so cringe. You're not my mom. Never were. Never will be.
But all these years, I really thought we had a connection.
That's because you're desperate. So desperate for a family. It's actually pathetic. How you tried so hard.
Please don't say these things. I know you're excited about Trevor, but that doesn't mean you have to push me away.
I'm not pushing you away. Just telling you the truth. Finally being honest. You were just convenient, a walking ATM.
Is that really what you think? After everything we've been through?
Yeah, that's exactly what I think. What we've all thought. Dad, too.
What about your dad?
Oh, right. Almost forgot. You should divorce him.
What? Why would I divorce James?
Because he doesn't need you anymore. I'm marrying Rich, so he can live with us. No need for your money.
Our marriage isn't about money. We love each other.
God, you're so naive. It was always about money. Dad's going to tell you soon anyway. Might as well hear it from me.
Hear what?
How Dad only married you for your salary. How we both just tolerated you. Because we needed somewhere to live. But now we have Trevor. And his mansion. So we don't need you.
This can't be true. James wouldn't do that.
Already did. He's moving in with us after the wedding. You're getting kicked to the curb. Just thought you should know.
Madison, please. Let's talk about this.
Nothing to talk about. Oh, and don't come to the wedding. Don't want any fake family there. Just real family. Me, Dad, and Trevor.
But I helped raise you.
No one asked you to. You chose that. Your choice, your problem. We're done here. Have a nice life. Or whatever.
Madison, wait. Please don't end things like this.
Already ended. Don't message me again. Or I'll block you. Bye forever, Mom.
Hey, Mom. Are you awake?
Just finishing up some TV. Everything okay? You never text this late.
Not really. Can you talk? Of course. What's wrong? You sound upset. Madison's getting married. To that rich boyfriend? The tech guy? Yeah, Trevor. But that's not why I'm messaging. What happened? Did something go wrong? You could say that. She just told me she hates me. What? Out of nowhere? With the engagement news. Said she never saw me as family. That it was all fake. That doesn't sound right. She's always been so sweet to you. At least when I've seen you two together. Apparently, that was an act. For money. She admitted it. Money? What do you mean? She said they only pretended to like me. Because I was paying the bills. Her and James both. Both? James was in on this? According to Madison, she said he's going to divorce me. Now that she's marrying Rich. Hold on. Start from the beginning. What exactly did she say? She told me about the engagement, then said I was just a convenience, a walking ATM, in her words. That ungrateful little. After everything you've done! I gave up so much for them. My dream job, my savings, everything. I remember. You loved that magazine job. The late nights never bothered you. Because it was my passion. But Madison needed stability. Regular hours. Someone to be there. And this is how she repays you? By throwing you away? She said don't come to the wedding. Called me a fake mom. Said I'm just background character. Background character? Who raised her these past 10 years? Who went to every school event? Every parent-teacher conference? Apparently, none of that mattered. It was all just an act. And James knew about this? The engagement? For a week. Didn't tell me. Let Madison drop the bomb. That's not right. A husband doesn't keep secrets like that. There's more. Madison said he only married me for money. That he never loved me. Oh, honey. Have you talked to him? Not yet. He's not answering my messages. Probably with Madison. At this hour? They had an engagement party. Without me. What? When? Last weekend. Everyone knew except me. Including the relatives? I guess so. No one told me. This is unacceptable. Completely unacceptable. Do you want me to come over? No, it's late. I just needed to talk to someone. I can be there in 20 minutes. You shouldn't be alone at times like this. Really, I'm okay. Just processing everything. Are you sure? I really don't mind. I need some time to figure out what to do. About the wedding? About everything. My marriage, my life. It's all been a lie. Listen to me. You are strong. You were strong before them. You'll be strong after them. I know, but it still hurts. 10 years, Mom. 10 years of my life. 10 years of their lies. Don't let them break you. You're better than them. James still isn't responding. Should I call him? No. Let him stew. If what Madison said is true, let him make the first move. You're right. I should sleep anyway. Work tomorrow. Call in sick. Take a day. Process this. Can't. Big deadline. Have to be professional. Always the responsible one. That's my girl. Thanks, Mom, for listening. For everything. I'm always here. No matter what. That's what real family does. Love you. Love you too. Try to sleep. Call me tomorrow. Anytime. I will. Good night. We need to talk. Now. James, I know you're seeing these. Your red receipts are on. Really? Ghosting me? After 10 years of marriage?
Is this about Madison's wedding? What's there to talk about?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe the fact you kept it secret for a week?
She wanted to tell you herself. Not my place.
Not your place. I'm your wife.
And she's my daughter. Her news to share.
You let me find out like this. No warning, no heads up, nothing.
Don't make this about you. It's Madison's moment.
Her moment? She just told me I'm not family. That she hates me.
You're overreacting, as usual.
Overreacting? She said you only married me for money. That true?
Well?
Well, what? Answer me.
Why are you being so dramatic? It was a mutual arrangement.
Mutual? I loved you. I loved both of you.
That's on you. Never asked for that.
Are you serious right now? After 10 years of marriage? Was any of it real?
Define real. We lived together, shared a bed. What more do you want?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe actual love. Basic human decency.
Look, it was good while it lasted. You got companionship. We got stability. Win-win.
This is insane. You're actually admitting this. Like it's nothing.
What's the big deal? You got what you wanted. Someone to play house with. Someone to mother.
And you got what? My salary? My savings? My life?
Hey, you volunteered all that. Never forced you.
Because I thought we were family. I thought we loved each other.
That's your problem. Always so desperate for family. So easy to manipulate.
I can't believe this. All these years. All those moments. Our anniversary trips. Our date nights. Everything was fake?
Not fake. Strategic.
Strategic? What am I, a business deal?
Kinda, yeah. You had what we needed. We gave you what you wanted. But now we've got Trevor.
So that's it. I'm just disposable?
Pretty much. Madison's marrying up. Way up. Don't need your middle-class salary anymore.
You're disgusting. Both of you.
Hey, just being honest, finally.
And the wedding? Madison said I'm not invited.
Obviously. No place for fake family. Trevor's paying big money. Only want real family there.
Real family? You mean gold diggers?
Watch it. That's my daughter.
The daughter who used me? Who you taught to use me?
Used you, please. You got to play mommy. Got to pretend you had a family. You should thank us.
Thank you? For what exactly?
Keeping you company, giving you purpose. Face it, without us, you'd have died alone.
You know what? You're right about one thing.
Oh?
This arrangement is over. Get out of my house.
What?
You heard me. Get out.
Come on. Be reasonable.
I am being reasonable. My house, my rules. You want to live off Trevor? Go live with Trevor.
I need time to pack.
You have 1 hour. Then I'm changing the locks.
You can't do that. That's illegal.
Watch me. For 1 hour. Clock's ticking.
This isn't over.
Actually, it is. Just like our marriage. Just like our family. All over. Don't forget your precious family photos. The fake ones. Where we all pretend to be happy.
The locks are really changed. Real mature.
More mature than lying for 10 years. How's Trevor's mansion?
Fine. Better than your dump anyway.
Good. Stay there. Don't come back.
I need to get the rest of my stuff.
Already packed it. It's at my mom's. Pick it up there.
Your mom hates me.
Wonder why? Guess she never bought the act. Mothers know best.
Whatever. Just have the divorce papers ready.
Already on it. My lawyer will contact you. Don't worry. I'll make this quick. Don't want to delay your gold-digging plans.
You'll regret this. Being alone again.
Better alone than with fake family. Have a nice life, James. Hope the mansion is worth it.
Got the divorce papers? Finally.
Already signed my part. Your turn.
So eager to end things? Thought you'd put up more of a fight.
Why would I? You made things crystal clear. Just finishing what you started.
Living the high life with Trevor now, you're missing out.
Oh, really? How's that going? Enjoying being a kept man?
Better than being alone. As the empty house. Miss us yet?
Actually, it's amazing. You know what I did yesterday? Had ice cream for dinner. Just because I could. No one complaining about the dishes. No one borrowing money.
Playing tough? We both know you're miserable.
Want to know what else? I'm going back to magazine editing. Got an offer yesterday. My dream job. The one I gave up for Madison's schedule.
Nobody cares about your job.
I care. Should have done this years ago. No more sacrificing for ungrateful people.
Look who's bitter. This is why Madison never loved you. Always making everything about yourself.
No, just finally making things about myself. For the first time in 10 years. It's liberating.
You'll die alone. With your precious career.
Better than living with liars. How's the wedding planning? Must be expensive.
Not your business anymore. Stay out of it.
Just curious. Trevor controlling the budget? Or letting Madison spend whatever?
What's that supposed to mean?
Nothing. Just making conversation. Must be nice having a rich son-in-law.
We're doing fine. Better than fine. Living like kings.
Kings don't usually live off their son-in-law. Just saying.
Watch it. You're just jealous.
Of what exactly? Living in someone else's house? Following someone else's rules?
We have freedom here. Trevor takes care of everything.
Everything? Like everything.
What are you getting at?
Nothing. Just remembered something interesting about Trevor's last marriage.
What about it?
Oh, you don't know? Never mind then. Not my place to say.
Tell me, what about his marriage?
Nope. Like you said, not my business anymore. Good luck, though.
Sarah, what do you know?
Look at the time. Got to go. Work to do. Career to build. Life to live.
Don't play games. Tell me what you know.
Sorry, can't hear you. Too busy being happily divorced. Bye.
Sarah, answer me.
Have fun at the mansion. Don't forget to sign those papers. My lawyer's waiting.
This isn't over.
Actually, it is. That's what divorce means. But hey, enjoy the high life. Hope it works out better than our marriage. Which reminds me, need to plan my divorce celebration party. Too busy to chat. Bye!
Sarah, pick up your phone. This is urgent.
Wow. 3 months of silence. Then urgent. Must be serious.
Stop playing. We need help.
We? You mean you and Madison? How's the mansion life?
Sarah, please. Trevor's not who we thought.
Oh? Do tell. What happened to living like kings?
He's a monster. Completely controlling. Monitors everything we do.
Everything? Like what?
Our phones, our computers, when we leave the house, what we eat, who we talk to, everything.
Sounds rough. Almost like being trapped. Karma's funny that way.
This isn't a joke. He has cameras everywhere, even in our bedrooms.
That's concerning. Almost like someone should have checked his background. Before the wedding.
Wait, did you know about him?
Know what? About the harassment charges? The restraining orders? The messy divorce?
You knew and didn't warn us?
Warn you? We're strangers, remember? Just a walking ATM. Not family.
This is different. This is serious. He's dangerous.
How dangerous? Like controlling the money dangerous? Or something worse?
Everything has to approve all purchases, tracks our bank accounts. Madison can't even buy coffee without permission.
That must be hard. For both of you. Used to spending other people's money freely.
Not funny! He has security guards! They follow us everywhere! For our protection!
Protection from what?
From leaving! He says we're flight risks because of what happened with his ex-wife!
The one who escaped? With the help of her family? Read about that.
Sarah, please! We need help! Madison's afraid! I'm afraid!
Really? The mighty James? Afraid?
Yes, okay? I'm terrified! Happy now?
Not particularly. Just processing the irony.
Look, we messed up, we know that now, but we need help!
And you thought of me because...
You're all we have. My parents are gone. Madison's mom's overseas. You're our only hope.
Only hope? Or only bank account?
It's not about money. We need somewhere to go. Just for a while. Until we figure things out.
Let me get this straight. You want to stay with me? In my crappy apartment?
Please, we'll sleep on the floor. Anything is better than here.
About that. I moved.
What? When?
Last month. New place, fresh start, no bad memories.
Give me the address. We'll find a way to get there.
No,
What? Why not?
because we're not family. Remember? Your words, Madison's words. Just some random woman, a convenience. Background character.
That was different. We were stupid. We see that now.
Now that you need something, now that the mansion isn't so nice, now that the rich husband isn't so perfect,
You're really gonna leave us here with him?
you and Madison chose him. You picked his mansion over my love. Deal with the consequences.
What happened to you? You used to care. You used to help everyone.
Still do. Just not users. Not liars. Not people who threw me away.
Sarah, please, if you ever loved us.
Don't. Don't you dare. Don't use that against me. You lost that right.
We'll do anything, please.
I have to go. Real family waiting. Mom's cooking dinner. You remember Mom? The one who saw through you from day one?
Sarah, wait, don't go, please.
Goodbye, James. Good luck with Trevor. Hope it was worth it.
Grandma? Are you there? It's Madison.
Well, look who it is. The happy bride.
Please don't. I need help.
Oh? The mansion is not what you expected. Trevor not Prince Charming after all.
You know? About Trevor?
Everyone knows. Now, should have checked before the wedding.
I know. I messed up. Really messed up.
Finally figuring that out. After throwing my daughter away.
I'm sorry. About everything. I was stupid.
Stupid. Try cruel. Try heartless. Try selfish.
You're right. I was all of those things. And worse.
So why message me? Why not ask your real family? The ones you chose.
Dad's a mess. Can barely function. And Mom won't answer.
Mom? You mean Sarah? The fake mom? The background character?
Please, I know I was wrong. So wrong.
Wrong about what exactly?
Everything. Sarah, the marriage, Trevor, all of it.
Tell me something. Did you know what Sarah gave up for you?
What do you mean?
Her dream job. She was a rising star. Magazine editor at 28. Top of her field.
I didn't know.
Of course not. Never bothered to ask. Too busy using her. She switched careers for you. Took a boring desk job. Regular hours. So she could be home. Drive you to practice. Help with homework. Be there when you needed someone.
I thought Dad said she was just...
Just what? A bank account? A convenience?
He said she was lonely, desperate for family. That we were doing her a favor.
A favor? By lying for 10 years? By using her love? Her generosity?
I know it was wrong. I see that now. Please, help us.
Help how? What do you want?
Need somewhere to go. Away from Trevor. He's dangerous.
Dangerous how?
Controls everything. Money, phone, computer. Has guards watching us. Records everything.
Sounds familiar. His ex-wife's story. The one in the papers. The one Sarah tried to warn you about. She knew? Before the wedding? Course she knew. Did her research. Like a real mother would. But you didn't want to hear it, did you? No. I was stupid. So stupid. And now you want what? To stay with me? Just until we figure things out. Please. I'm scared. Should have thought of that. Before the wedding. Before throwing away real family. For a mansion. I know. But please, help us like you used to. Used to? When you were playing pretend? Being the loving granddaughter? It wasn't all pretend. Some of it was real. The Christmas cookies, the shopping trips, the movie nights. Save it. I don't believe you anymore. None of us do. What can I do? To make it right? Nothing. Some things can't be fixed. Some bridges stay burned. Please, I'll do anything. I'll apologize to Sarah. I'll make it right. Too late. Sarah's moved on. Building a new life. Without toxic people. Grandma, please. I'm begging you. Don't call me that. We're not family. Remember? Your choice. Your words. Your consequences. What am I supposed to do? Figure it out. Like adults do. Without using people. Without stepping on others. To get what you want. Goodbye, Madison. Don't contact me again. Heard you made it to divorce court.
How did you know? Been following us?
News travels. Publishing world talks.
What's that supposed to mean?
Nothing really. Just keeping up with events. Professional interest.
Professional? What are you talking about?
How's the convenience store? Making ends meet?
Been spying on us? Real mature.
Hardly. Just have good sources. Writing world is small.
Stop being cryptic. What do you want?
Nothing really. Just checking in. Making sure you're alive.
Barely. Working nights. Living in a dump. Happy now?
Living together. You and Madison?
Yeah. All we can afford. 1-bedroom apartment. She takes the bed, I get the couch.
How domestic. Father-daughter bonding.
Mock all you want. At least we have each other.
Like you had me. Until something better came along.
That was different. We were different.
Different how? More desperate? Less picky?
Why are you messaging? Just a gloat?
Actually, have some news to share.
What news? Found another family to leech off?
Better. Got a book deal.
A book? You? Since when do you write?
Since my life became, how did you put it? Worth writing about.
What are you talking about?
Our story. The marriage. The lies. The karma.
What?
Don't worry. Change the names. Legal team approved everything.
You can't do that. That's private.
Nothing private about it. Public record now. Court documents. Police reports. All fair game.
Police reports? What police reports?
Trevor's ex-wife statements. Restraining orders. All public record. All very interesting reading.
You're writing about that?
Writing about all of it. The perfect karma. How you threw away real love for fool's gold.
This is exploitation. You're profiting from our pain.
Ironic, isn't it? You used me for money. Now your story makes me money. Full circle.
I'll sue! I'll stop you from publishing!
Good luck. Already vetted by lawyers. Names changed. Details altered. But truth preserved. Publisher loves it. They're talking movie rights. Want to play yourself? Just kidding. You're not the type.
You planned this! Kept our messages! Used us!
Used you? No. I documented my life. My growth. My escape. You're just supporting characters. Background people. Sounds familiar?
I want a cut! It's my story, too!
Our story. But my words. My perspective. My triumph. Besides, we're strangers, remember? No claim to my work. No rights to my success.
This isn't over!
Actually, it is. Books going to print. Tour starts next month. Life goes on. By the way, Mom loved the manuscript. Said it was therapeutic. Healing.
Still with your mom? Pathetic!
Still with your daughter? In your one-bedroom dump? Karma's funny that way.
I'll tell everyone about your book. Warn them!
Go ahead. More publicity. More sales. Win-win. But now, time to block you. For real this time. Got a deadline to meet. Chapters to edit. Life to live.
Sarah, wait!
Goodbye, James. Thanks for the material. Couldn't have done it without you. James and Madison struggled with minimum wage jobs. Their relationship deteriorated due to stress, leading to constant fights until Madison moved out. James developed health problems from working night shifts, but couldn't quit, surviving on energy drinks. Madison moved in with another man who turned out to be abusive, trapped in another cycle of domestic violence. Meanwhile, Sarah's book became a bestseller, dramatically improving her financial situation. She now writes a relationship advice column alongside her editing work, hoping to help other women facing similar situations.